Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Chemical Angel. Happy New Year to you all, and we're going to be reacting to Zayne's news called Aeon's Canon. So yes, we are starting the new year with my lovely husband Zayne with his new card from the anniversary banner. And it says, "Here is my heart. It is the one I've spent all this time keeping safe." I am excited. Hopefully the Kindle won't be as bad as last multi-banner where it was lagging everywhere. But yeah, I'm very excited. I can't wait to see Zayne's card. Overall, I've been hearing good things about it. I've been trying so hard to be spoiler-free this past few days. Alot Galaxy Cosmic Empire. After breakfast, my hurried footsteps accompany the secretaries as they echo in the corridor. We're heading towards the council room. Give me the latest report on the rebellion at the border.
Yes, Your Majesty. 2 days ago, an armed conflict broke out in the Sten Galaxy, a vassal to the Empire. Their former leader was overthrown.
Okay.
The new leader, Helron, has publicly declared succession and is launching an assault on the Empire's Fortress No. 1. The major station there defected during combat and colluded with Sten's forces.
Fortress No. 1 is a strategic choke point on the Empire's border. Its firepower is enough to lock down the entire Stein Galaxy. It's the Empire's spear and its shield. If it falls, unrest will inevitably spread to the Heartland. Oh, so it's a problem. If we lose that, then we're gonna lose our land, essentially. The traitor at the border. Major Weiss, I presume. Where is he?
After the rebellion was crushed, he was taken to the Empire's most secure prison. Now, he waits for Your Majesty's judgment.
Good. Let him ruminate. There are more pressing matters at hand. Since the rebellion at the Fortress No. 1 has been dealt with, a power vacuum has formed. Spoils must be claimed. The greedy nobles have already gathered in the council room. They are eager to control the fortress. Who led the campaign against the rebels?
It was the Grand General, Your Majesty. His forces have already taken control of Fortress No. 1.
Oh, what? Okay.
The Grand General has just arrived at the palace. He's waiting for you in the council room alongside the nobles and ministers.
Zayne. In the second month of my reign, Zayne left the capital to deal with the rebellions on the border. It's been 6 months since I last saw him. To ignore the limits of his authority again, is this his idea of a gift? No matter, I'm ready to play his game. Oh, okay. Go forth. With the finest visage, deceive their eyes, and disguise your true heart underneath the guise. Oh my god, look at Okay. I feel like I haven't seen him in ages, but it's like I see him all the time.
Your Majesty.
Zayne gives me a slight nod of acknowledgement. He looks the same as I remember, stern, indifferent, almost unchanged. Ugh, look at this. Look at him, he looks so good here. Okay. Under the watchful, scheming eyes of the court, I smile and walk towards Zayne before rightfully... Oh, damn. That just completely... rightfully sitting down in the center. Zayne, you spent the last 6 months quelling rebellions. I trust you haven't sustained any serious injuries.
Perhaps it's thanks to Your Majesty's blessing that I remain unscathed.
I can't help but glance in his direction. Before I can speak, the nobles below use this chance to reveal the accusations as if I've given them a signal.
Whenever the Grand General pacifies a region, he stations his troops there and refuses to leave.
So is Zayne trying to conquer other places?
One might think Your Majesty had given him those planets to govern.
The Empire Codex states that one must not seize territories under the Empire's protection in the name of military achievements.
Damn, look at look at Zayne's side profile though. Look at his face. Oh my god. Okay. I'm sorry. I just look at his face. Okay.
All reclaimed territory should be distributed among the nobility by the current ruler. And yet the Grand General's takeover of the fortress disregards the Imperial law and Your Majesty's authority. I implore you to punish him for his crimes.
Okay, so Zayne took over Fortress 1, which is our part of, like, our Empire stuff, right? So now it looks like he's just betraying us because he took over something that he shouldn't be taking over because he helps us. In unison, every noble bows and silently pressures me. They pretend to uphold the law and defend my honor, but they want to drive a wedge between me and Zayne. Then look at Zayne, who has the faintest hint of a smile on his lips. Despite the indictments, he doesn't show any traces of unease. I've seen this expression countless times. I know that Zayne's actions always come with meticulous preparations.
The Lord of Star Sector Number 3 allowed his subordinates to invade a vassal planet, plunder its resources, and destroy its starships. Would that not constitute an abuse of power? Star Sector Number 2 has been underreporting its tax revenue. If paid in full, the arrears could cover the Empire's military budget for 5 years. Imperial law also states that the punishment for such a crime is exile.
Oh, he's like, I already know you're talking shit about me, but I know all the shit that you guys do that are unlawful. Let me bring that up. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Smuggling for profit, imposing extortionate levies, misappropriating supplies, falsifying production reports. These are all capital offenses the Empress must judge.
Damn.
Since all of you hold the Imperial law in such high regard, let us abide by it. I presume there are no objections.
I'm supposed to urge to laugh. When it comes to governing the Empire, Zayne and I have no fundamental disagreements. The galaxy Zayne pacified are safer in his hands compared to these nobles. Still...
Don't change the subject, Zayne. We're talking about you seizing Imperial territory for yourself.
I would call it protecting Her Majesty's territory from parasites.
You...
Setting other matters aside, the jurisdiction of Fortress Number 1 concerns Imperial defense. Only Her Majesty has the authority to decide its fate. Wouldn't the Grand General's unauthorized takeover be considered an overreach of his authority?
This is precisely what I've been considering. Zayne has certainly accomplished a great deal. He has restored order to the land, yet in turn he has quietly amassed more power. Out of the nobles who have remained silent, a good number maintain contact with Zayne in secret. Their silence in the council room speaks of where their true loyalties lie. It's time to make a decision. Oh my... Wait, okay, we got choices. Then I should do it myself or execute. Well, I'm tired. That's so funny to say. Oh my god, I don't know. Is this one of these things that could affect like the story? But I don't know. This was kind of crazy because I don't think we should do that. But alright, let's see. This is the opportunity I've been waiting for. Incompetent nobles and flexible ministers, none of them is worthy of my trust. Zayne could have been that person. But at this moment, I could no longer read his intentions. So... I shall do it myself. It was a nonchalant announcement.
There's no precedent for this.
As of today, there is. Please consult the codex. Is there anything that forbids an empress from directly ruling... Is there anything that forbids an empress from directly ruling her territory? The nobles exchanged uncertain glances. For them, submitting to me is still a better alternative than submitting to Zayne. The deciding factor is Zayne's attitude. I've been closely observing his reaction.
Fortress Number 1 is yours, Your Majesty.
I have you to thank for quelling the rebellion, Grand General. And just like that, the fate of the disputed territory is settled. The nobles' faces fall, their eyes darting between Zayne and me. They're searching for any sign of a conspiracy. Even I feel a flicker of doubt. Will Zayne truly let it end like this? To keep Zayne in check, this is hardly enough. Reclaiming galaxies is only the first step. I need to gauge Zayne's current military strength in case the worst comes to pass.
I will withdraw my troops as soon as possible to complete the process, Your Majesty.
There's no rush. I have other uses for your troops, Grand General. According to tradition, the Emperor's coronation ceremony is a months-long affair. It culminates in a grand military parade. However, because of the uprising in the Stein Galaxy, Zayne was ordered to take the main fleet to the border. The military parade was indefinitely postponed. It's time to hold the parade. The location will be Fortress Number 1, my newly claimed territory. Zayne?
I have no objections.
With a radiant smile on my face, I turn to the nobles. You will gather your armies and participate as well. Let's settle them. If there's nothing else, all of you are dismissed. Before the nobles could react, the guards stationed outside the room enter because of my orders. They escort them out. Faced with the guards' weapons, they could only swallow their protests and leave, each mull over their own thoughts. The innocent return home, and the guilty are sent to prisons on the border. Wait, Zayne. I call out to him in a voice loud enough for everyone to hear. Stay at the palace tonight. I led Zayne through the corridors as we head to the room that was prepared for him. Did you see the looks on those nobles' faces when I asked you to stay? Suspicious, prying, suggestive, wanting a good show, they were eager to see what would transpire.
I imagine most won't be sleeping well tonight.
Satisfied with my victory, I turned to face Zayne and walked backward with a spring in my step. They're already placing bets on us.
On whether you'll kill me?
On how I'll kill you. I admit, some of their ideas have been inspirational.
Congratulations. The fact that you're aware means your influence is greater than what their intuition tells them.
You sound so proud of us, though, about this. And I'm like, That's not the reaction I was hoping for. I turned back around and quickened my pace. Your supporters grow in number every day. More planets pledge their allegiance to you. As for me, it doesn't matter how great my influence is. An emperor such as myself is still dispensable. Silence hangs in the air behind me. I wonder what Zayne is thinking. Quite some time has passed before he speaks.
You've never been one to let others sway you.
You know me so well. My branch reaches into the corridor which blocks my path. Unwilling to bow my head, I stop beneath it and turn to face Zayne. What does my preceptor think of my decision in the council room? I deliberately enunciate the old title as if to provoke him.
I was under the impression we were past that once you ascended the throne.
How so? Do you remember this tree? We planted it years ago. It's been here all this time, yet it's never bloomed. Back then, I was only the crown princess, while Zayne was already the grand general with several medals. He commanded our army and oversaw the empire's most prestigious military academy. Eager to learn the art of politics from a master, I sought him out. When I returned to the palace, Zayne was the only person I can trust and depend on during the struggle for the throne. This tree symbolizes our alliance and the trust we once shared. Aww.
You were an excellent learner.
Zayne picks up garden shears and begins pruning the overgrown branches.
You used the military parade as a pretense to gauge the strength of my forces. In addition, you kept me here in front of everyone and used our association as a warning to the nobles.
It's like we're together, we could probably take over everything, but, they're wondering whether or not we, knowing that he's kind of doing some, shady stuff, whether we would punish him for it.
Killing two birds with one stone. It was a clever move.
Has it ever occurred to you that he meets my gaze and I don't look away? I asked you to stay because we haven't seen each other in a long time. It wasn't necessarily because I wanted to intimidate the nobility. The journey from the border to the empire is long. You need to properly rest. Zayne is momentarily stunned. Seeing him at a loss for words improves my mood. Your room is just ahead. You used it before, so I doubt you need me to show you the way. Was this walk always short? What a shame. I wanted to see Zayne speechless for a little longer. Aww. Holding my head high, I pass under the tree and walk away. 3 years ago. Oh my god, we're getting a flashback? In the study, Zayne and I sit across from each other, and a holographic screen is between us. The combat simulation is about to begin. The Empire's deployment have been adjusted according to my new defense protocol. The simulation would test its viability. Zayne attacks while I defend. The simulation ends when the Empire falls. Okay, beginning some training. This protocol is my chance to prove myself as the crown princess. I'm taking this very seriously, which means Zayne will show no mercy.
Checkmate. Your defenses are impeccable, Your Highness. Your execution, however, could be improved.
Stop mocking me. I'll defeat you in the next round.
I'm looking forward to it.
In the new game, I successfully avoid making my previous mistakes and gradually take control of the board. I triumphantly look at Zayne, but he still appears certain about his victory. When I realize something's amiss, the tables have turned. My troops are forced to retreat and recovery is impossible.
Is there a need to play this out?
Damn it, why can't I beat him? It doesn't matter what I do. The defense protocol is sound, but my pride is now on the line. Take back move or cheat. He probably would notice if we cheat though. This is very interesting. I made a misplay. I want to take back that move. Without waiting for Zayne's answer, I reach for the undo button and try to rewind the battle to the point before his counterattack.
I'm afraid that's prohibited.
Before I can touch the button, a layer of ice freezes it. Okay.
Don't give me that look.
Okay.
When you invited me here, you promised me that I could be merciless, no?
Okay, we still cheating. Okay. It's not over yet. Give me a moment to think. Pretending to contemplate, I let my gaze drift to the window. Zayne, why hasn't the tree we planted bloomed yet? As I hope, Zayne follows my gaze.
It's possible that now's not the time. Some trees don't blossom in their first year.
So 3 years later, it hasn't even bloomed. Oh, it's just the similarities. Oh, I hate it. While he's distracted, I quickly move the simulation and stealthily reassign one of his military units to my command.
And some trees bloom when you're not looking.
I meet Zayne's gaze.
Change it back.
I know. You didn't even have to look at me to notice anything. Oh my god. Cheating is a skill.
All right. However, I caught you red-handed, so your attempt failed.
It's not like I need to cheat to beat you. It's midnight. The brutal score of 12-0 flashes before my eyes. Refusing to accept defeat, I hit the start button again.
Your Highness, it's time for me to leave.
Zayne stands up and I grab his hand. Finish this game with me. You can stay the night if you must. Zayne silently glances at our clasped hands.
It would be inappropriate of me to spend the night in the Crown Princess's living quarters.
Who cares about what's appropriate? If you insist on leaving, I'll assume you're afraid of losing to me.
It's time for you to rest.
Oh my god, he's getting more... Okay. I don't need that. I need to figure out how to beat you.
What are you willing to sacrifice for victory?
He's so close that I can see my reflection in his eyes. I'm still wearing the expression of someone who refuses to lose. Don't think you can trick me into letting go. He taps the screen with his finger, which catches my attention. He's indicating his key strategic... Oh god. He's indicating a key strategic fortress, one I have captured early in the game. For a moment, I don't understand what he's implying.
To win a war, you must sacrifice something important.
Like people, probably.
Look, Your Majesty, it's the Valkyrie.
The Emperor's mothership. My thoughts are interrupted by the maid's voice. I collect myself and look out the window of the mothership's observation deck. The numbers from countless combat simulations appear before me as formations of battleships span across the storied expanse. To win, I must sacrifice something important. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the nobles are captivated by Zayne's formidable starship fleet. It's exactly as I planned. When my hold on the throne was so precarious, Zayne played the part of my adversary. He drew the animosity and scrutiny of the nobility away from me. Now, the nobles are more or less under my control, but Zayne's power can't be considered a simple counterweight. He has become the greatest obstacle to my rule over the Empire. Wow, I can't believe that Zayne is like our, besides our mentor, I feel like he's becoming a rival, and I'm like, what the fuck? That's so like interesting with like doing this with Zayne. To reclaim my power as Empress, the first one to be sacrificed must be. Oh, he just he just walks in.
Your Majesty, it's time for your speech.
The platform I'm standing on slowly rises as the comms channel open. The entire Emperor army waits patiently for my speech. I rein in my gaze and my thoughts and read from the prepared script. The words are rote. Platitudes about the Empire's future, the Empress's glory, and Zayne displayed extraordinary merit in quelling the rebellion at Fortress Number 1. He has personally trained countless brilliant military minds and laid the foundation for the Empire's order. I recite Zayne's achievements without even glancing at my script. In regard to everything he's done for the Empire, no one knows them better than I do. I once believed he was shouldering my burdens. Only later did I realize that what he secured for himself was more than I ever imagined. Zayne is the Empire's sharpest sword and its most silent guardian. Even historians, known for their stern conciseness, were willing to make an exception and lavish extra ink on Zayne's achievements. They left behind a rare accommodation. It is said that during the military parade in Cosmic Year 649, the Empress read aloud his contributions to the Empire from sunrise to sunset before finishing the list. But let us skip past the grand highlights of the ceremony to witness a minor unexpected incident. It was this interlude that gave the 10th parade a name fondly remembered in the streets and allies for generations. Excerpt from the Rise and Fall of the Cosmic Empire. Okay, what the? With the stars as my witness, I shall bestow upon Zayne the Imperial Medal on behalf of the Cosmic Empire. Zayne stands before me, his back to the crowd, his gaze rests on me. This music, though! My fingers fumble with the clasp, but the medal refuses to be fastened. I become impatient and my movements grow clumsy. Zayne slightly bends down to make it easier for me. His voice is tinged with amusement and his breath is so close that it almost caresses my neck.
You appear to be rather reluctant to bestow this medal, Your Majesty.
Smile. Having secured the pin, I take this opportunity to pat him twice on the chest, a little harder than necessary, as under the pretext of smoothing his uniform. You've taken another prize from me. Did you expect me to celebrate with fanfare?
In any case, I've prepared a gift for you, Your Majesty.
Before long, a sword is brought forth. It beams with a chilling light. This material is blade silver? Blade silver is a remarkably hard alloy, and weapons forged from it are exceptionally sharp. The key mineral for its synthesis is found only in the Stein Galaxy. The forging technique is exclusive to their people. What is the meaning behind this gift? Under the watchful eyes of all present, Zayne gets down on one knee and presents the weapon to me.
Blade silver is resilient and unbreakable. I present this sword to Your Majesty in the hopes that the bond between us will prove to be indestructible.
Wow.
May the Empire grow stronger under your reign.
Damn, look at his eye. His eyes in this is so good.
The Grand General is swearing fealty to the Empress. Does this mean they're no longer rivals?
Huh.
Will the Grand General truly be content to stand in the Empress's shadow?
Wow. Do they really think that Zayne will want to, like, take over? Like, I guess being Grand General this whole time and serving under the Empire this whole time, you know, maybe they would think, maybe eventually down the line, he's like, what if he wants to be the Emperor? Amidst the whispers, I lowered my gaze towards Zayne. The sword he holds casts a shadow over his face, which obscures his expression. Yet I can see that the sheath is engraved with my favorite flower. Jasmine's. Did you have these carved for me?
Yes.
Oh! I died! No! All this effort. Are you trying to rekindle what we once had? Oh my god! Everyone around us hold their breath. They're waiting to see how Zayne will respond to my pointed question. Composed, Zayne rises and fastens the sword to my belt with precise ease. Just as I'm about to step back, he wraps her arm around my waist and holds me in place. You... He cuts me off calmly.
Has it ever occurred to you that I'm simply keeping a promise? I said I'd give you a proper weapon as a gift for your coronation.
His words catch me off guard. Is this a counterattack for when I told him that he needed to properly rest?
The rebellion was unforeseen. I'm afraid I was late by 210 days. Fortunately, you're still willing to accept it, Your Majesty.
210 days. It has been exactly 210 days since he left. He's been counting. He's been literally counting the days, like how long he's been like not around her. Oh my god, I can't. I don't remember if I refuted him. Oh my god, I'm dying. That's so fucking cute. The ceremony became known as the Jasmine Festival. For a long time afterward, a belated gift was called the Emperor's Jasmine. So, traveler walking amongst the stars, should you find yourself regrettably absent until one of life's pivotal moments, do not forget to bring a bouquet of jasmines. Except from the rise and the fall of the Cosmic Empire. Oh, that's so interesting. The military parade has ended. I'm back in my room and staring at my reflection in the mirror. My gaze falls to the sword in my waist. There's an inexplicable irritation in my heart, an itch I couldn't scratch. I accept Zayne's gift, but I have no idea what he's trying to imply.
There is no need to be upset with the sword, Your Majesty. Let me stow it away in the darkest corner of the cosmos. I promise, you'll never lay eyes on it again.
She reaches for it, but I don't let go. It's a beautiful sword. Unconsciously, I run my hand over the sheath. The embossed jasmine petals are cool and defined. They're like him. Only now do I realize that it wasn't the sword that bothered me, it was the way he presented it. He was so composed and assured, as if he knew I'd keep it. Seeing my silence, the maid smiles and presents a beautiful dress.
Your Majesty, you manage countless affairs of the Empire. Even when you're at the border, you oversee every detail. You should take some time to unwind. A ball is being held for the soldiers later. If you make an appearance, I'm sure many will line up to dance with you.
So you're telling me I can dance with Zayne, right? There's a chance, right?
You could choose any fine gentleman. Perhaps you'll forget about the Grand General then.
Oh wow, the way they said it, the way she said that was funny. Who said he was on my mind? My fingertips rest on the last jasmine petal of the sheath as I narrow my eyes. Indeed, I need to unwind. They all know that she's into him, like at this point. I'm gonna assume, like everybody knows that our MC is into Zayne. But, you know, she's trying to play it off and shit, right? When I step into the brilliantly lit ballroom, all conversation ceases. Even the music falters for a beat. Filled with awe, curiosity, or reverence, dozens of eyes turn to me. Smiling, I raise a glass to toast the room. At ease, everyone. I'm here for a dance, not an inspection. The music resumes, and a young officer approaches me. His ears are red.
Your Majesty, may I have the honor of this dance?
My gaze travels from his epaulets to his boots before settling back on his nervous expression. Almost instinctively, I began to analyze his background, rank, posture, even the tone of his voice, and most importantly, his motives. Then I realized I'm analyzing a young man who only mustered up the courage to ask me to dance. My maid's words ring true. I've been trapped in the Empire's games for too long. It's time to try some of life's simple joys. My first dance is yours.
Yes, Your Majesty. I will always be loyal to you.
His unfiltered display of fondness makes me smile. His candid admiration and reverence. Haven't I been looking for those? For some reason, my thoughts drift back to Zayne. Today, he pledges loyalty to me before everyone. But where does his heart truly lie? I place my hand in the young soldiers and walk towards the center of the dance floor under everyone's gaze. He won't even dare to look at me, and I feel awkward. I'm unsure of how I can dance with someone like this. The ballroom door swings open, and the sudden noise brings the orchestra to a halt. It feels as though the air has been sucked from the room, only a frozen silence remains. Oh, Zayne came in, didn't he? Zayne, I feel another set of footsteps echoing across the floor. The crowd parts like the tide, and Zayne comes to a stop before me. Okay.
Find someone else for your first dance.
Okay. We didn't even do anything. And yet he came in and was like, nope, you gotta leave.
Yes, sir.
Bro. The young soldier, just like a new recruit being called on, he slews before her in a way. I stare at my empty palm. You scared off my dance partner. Zayne extends his hand as an invitation to dance. Oh my god, look at it.
In that case, I'll be his replacement.
Really?
After the military parade, rumors say we're in the midst of a power struggle. Supposedly, we're conspiring to fool the nobles and claim the fortress as our private property. Those looking to pick a side between us are watching. So, shall we take this opportunity to reinforce our alliance?
Oh my god, look at this. Okay. Yeah, getting a sincere invitation out of you is almost impossible. As we move to the center of the dance floor, the orchestra strikes up a melody I know all too well. I look up and meet Zayne's mirthful gaze. Do you still remember the steps?
It's been a long time.
This was the first formal dance I performed at my debut as the Crown Princess. Zayne was the one who practiced with me back then. During that ball, he took my hand and led me onto the dance floor. With a sea of calculating suspicious glares around us, he offers his support and trust. But now, can we even say one honest word to each other again? It sucks, as it sounds like they had such a good relationship back then, and then now that she's trying to run her own spot, he's doing other things and gaining more power on his own. It's like a lot of it's a lot of power struggles and balances and trying to figure stuff out together. Like, it's just, During our dance, I lean in as we turn and speak softly. Why did you actually try to find me tonight?
Perhaps I simply wanted to dance like your majesty.
I don't believe you. It's because I can't bring myself to focus entirely on the dance. You're here to keep an eye on me. You won't let me win over your soldiers. It's a cunning move.
How many people were you planning to dance with tonight?
Before I could process his words, Zayne's hands pressed into my waist. I spin with the music and realize I can only find balance within his grasp. Is he jealous? The music swells to its most passionate crescendo. Couples hold their partners close as they spin and weave across the parquet. The dance floor turns into a swirling vortex. Seeing the side of Zayne as a retreat, I seize this opportunity to whisper a wicked joke into his ear. I haven't decided yet. It depends on what I can get out of it. Zayne, you always had good taste. Why don't you help me pick one? For example, that man over there.
He has a family.
Then the one?
He has sworn an oath of abstinence to the stars.
Am I supposed to believe that? What about the intruder from before? I'm so busy looking around that I miss the music shifting to its languid finale. I step on Zayne's foot. The arm at my waist suddenly tightens and I'm pulled into his embrace.
What kind of game are you playing tonight?
Look at his face. He's like upset. He's like, you better not freaking go with any man in this fucking ballroom because I would make sure it's just me and that's it. Yo, look at his face. Calm the fuck down, girl.
Is there a reason that forbids you from choosing me?
Oh my god, I need to hear I need to hear that again, like.
Is there a reason that forbids you from choosing me?
He's really outright telling yo, please choose me. Like, Zayne is telling. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I might have to say that. Unable to break free, I meet his gaze without backing down. My playful mood is gone. It's replaced by a nameless, irresistible impulse. Are you asking because I won't consider you? Or is it that you've never given me the chance to? I can see what every single person in this room wants from me. It's plain, raw, and within my control. But you're the only one I can't read, even when you're standing right in front of me. They're really playing like there's some flirt, there's some teasing. Holy shit. Zayne releases a script.
The allure of that fervor, adoration, and worship is fleeting. You'll tire of it eventually. What you truly need is...
As the first dance ends, fireworks boom against the night sky. Everyone's gaze is drawn to the brilliant display outside. The fireworks drown out Zayne's words, yet the impulse within me is being ignited. Okay. Randomly? Okay. Oh my god. The moment his face, oh god. And the music, oh my god, I can't. I put Zayne into a shadowy corner of the ballroom and kiss him. This isn't particularly passionate, but it's enough to make Zayne's thoughts stop. Now he's focused solely on me. Oh my god, he's so fucking... Okay. As fireworks illuminate the sky once more, Zayne says... I know his prized rationale has evaporated at that moment on this very night. Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god, we're about to get it. As dazzling fireworks light up the ball, Zayne and I slip away unnoticed. We hold each other close as we hurry down the corridor and tumble into my bed. Yo, we're back! Oh my god! His kisses fall like rain and melt into me like fresh snow. Yo, I can't. The heart finds us all dancing to a frantic rhythm. Yo, this man. Oh, yo, they're... Forget all that. Yo, my mind is spiraling right now.
Tonight, I'm the only one you need.
Oh, oh.
Tonight, I'm the only one you need.
Oh my god. Why was this not animated? Why couldn't we have this for the Kindle? Like, bro. Oh my god. I could have had him on my bed. Yo, bro, I can't. Why do we not have... Okay. I can't handle it. I won't cover his secrets, outwit his sharp mind, and control his destiny. All I want is him at this moment. I want him at this moment. Every moment. Holy shit. Oh my god. Yo, I can't. What? I need to be isekai'd somehow in this moment to be with Zayne badly right now. Oh my Yo, we had the best, I can't remember what to say it on YouTube because they don't like to say so, but we had the best, banging session ever, and can I get isekai'd into this game to be with Zayne right now, please? The afterglow of our passion hangs in the air. I stir and roll over before we get... Yo, the fact that we get to wake up like the... okay. Yes. Yes. My mind is blank. So was mine. Oh my god, this is killing me. Every best part of the story, and none of it is Kindle, and I'm just like, bro, I need this. We could have had a Kindle with him on our bed, saying that, in front of my face. Oh, bro. Well, he said it in front of my face too, but you know what I mean. Oh my god. I need more sex with Okay. I'm just spiraling right now. No, RNA powders on the ceiling swim before my eyes, and it seems to be a moment to remember where I am. Damn. Zayne is asleep. He's breathing deep. However, his brow is furrowed as if he's troubled by his dreams. What are you thinking about? Oh, let's wake him up. Let's wake our baby. Beautiful husband. Can I? Oh my god, why is it not letting me do it? Bro, my shit is like not letting me do it. I smooth the worry from his forehead, but then my bracelet abruptly buzzes against my wrist. The secretary is calling in the middle of the night. I feel my eyebrow twitch. I clamp a hand over the bracelet before I can wake Zayne. For some reason, a sense of foreboding rises in my heart. Yeah, because that sounds like something is going wrong if the maid is calling you in the middle of the night. That has to be an emergency, right? Yeah, it has to be a problem. I slip out of bed as quietly as possible. Leaving the bedchamber, I answer the call.
Your Majesty, we just received a confession from Major Wace at the border prison.
Go on.
Major Wace has confessed that the mastermind behind the Fortress Number 1 rebellion is the Grand General.
Oh, okay. There's only silence. Keep going.
According to Major Wace, the Grand General had long coveted Fortress Number 1 as a means to expand his forces, and had been contacting him frequently in private. During Sen's rebellion, the Grand General promised him a substantial reward and a promotion. He persuaded him to abandon the fortress and defect to Sten.
Huh?
But the Grand General went back on his word and arrested him for treason. As a result, Wace decided to tell us everything.
Okay, so they kind of had an agreement. Then Zayne, I guess, went back on it, ended up arresting him, and now he's like, well, you didn't abide to our agreement, so now I'm gonna rat you out, being like, you're the reason why the fortress got taken. You're causing this rebellion right now. The conspiracy always seems simple once it's laid bare. When I return to my bedchamber, should I confront Zayne, lay the cards on the table, or should I kill him? Weiss refused to speak about his defection since his arrest, yet after all this time, the first words out of his mouth were accusations against Zayne. How credible is his confession? My thoughts churn in chaos. However, one thing is clear, I have an opportunity. Regardless of the truth, this is all I need to topple Zayne from his position. I won't have any rivals left to challenge my authority, and the concept of balancing royal authority can be erased from the Empire's history. Wow. Like, she's able to just take out, like, Zayne. But obviously she doesn't want to because she loves Zayne. So, wow, this is really interesting. I touch the red mark on my neck. It's where the warmth of Zayne's touch still lingers.
Your Majesty, shall we continue with the investigation?
Ooh, because they would have to investigate him, right? Investigate discreetly and do not alert Zayne.
Understood.
When morning arrives, it isn't birdsong or sunlight streaming into the bedchamber that wakes me. Rather, it's the warmth of Zayne's arm against my back. I turn and see he's already awake.
Good morning, Your Majesty.
Oh my god, why am I like this? Why am I like this for this? I don't think the Grand General is supposed to say good morning to his Empress in a place like this.
Doesn't it lend credence to the rumors that we are conspiring for power?
Yeah, by having good, like, lovemaking, right? Which I want that, you know. I would like that with you, please. I note the hint of a smile on Zayne's lips and glare at him. Pressing an exasperation hand to my forehead, I push him away. Oh, God. My feet land on something soft. I look down. Our clothes are strewn all over the floor. Yeah, we got down to business. As if on cue, a knock comes from the door. My headache worsens.
Your Majesty, the Foreign Minister is waiting for you at the door. Halron, the Stain Galaxy's leader, would like to negotiate.
We need to get Zayne out of here, though. I turn to look at Zayne. He's already getting out of bed and calmly putting on his shirt. His bracelet beeps. After fastening the last button, he raises his wrist
Grand
and answers the
General?
call.
Where are you? The foreign minister is looking for you. The Stein Galaxy's leader, Halron, has requested to begin negotiations with the Empire.
Okay.
Understood. I'm on my way to the council room.
Given the urgent situation, there's no time to worry about appearances. Let's go together.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna see us
Your
both come out
Majesty,
from the same...
Good
Yeah.
Grand General? What are you...
They're gonna be like, why were you guys together in the same room? Like...
Ahem. This is convenient. I'll ask the people I sent to find the Grand General to return at once.
Mm-hmm.
15 minutes ago, we received the latest intel. Stein's forces have arrived at the edge of the Alor Galaxy. The rebel leader, Halron, is leading the delegation.
He's bold. To leave Stein after his coup, has he already stabilized his position?
There are still many within Stein who oppose Halron. The main reason is his regicide and usurpation. That's why he's desperate to find an external enemy. He needs to convince his people that he's not a usurper. Rather, he simply replaced a weak, incompetent leader.
So this enemy is the Empire. Me. I turn to Zayne, who stands before the holographic map. He will inform me their internal affairs.
I'm merely doing my duty.
Yeah, the way he said that line, though, was, you know, a little iffy, but okay. Zayne zooms in on the map. He focuses on the current position of Harlan's fleet.
Halron's fleet has adopted a battle formation. They're ready to open fire at a moment's notice.
Your Majesty, these negotiations might be nothing more than a formality, but many of the smaller galaxies affiliated with the Empire are watching. The best course of action would be for you to appear in person.
Harlan is truly a golden standard for these opportunist rats. Then again, I can make an example out of him. I currently need something like that. But before I can respond to the foreign minister, Zayne speaks up first.
I'll go. I faced Halron on the battlefield before. I'm the person who knows him best.
It's a plausible reason. However, considering the classified report I received last night, I can't help but suspect that Zayne might be colluding with Harlan in secret. If galaxies are waiting to see my response, then why should I hide behind the Grand General? We'll go together. Besides, the situation is volatile. Who knows, this might be the last time we ever see each other. Zayne chuckles softly, but he quickly composes himself and turns to his subordinate.
Select a suitable battleship and ensure the escort fleet is ready for battle. Be prepared for any contingency.
Yes, sir.
There's no need for that. We'll take the Valkyrie. I'm familiar with its specs. The diplomatic fleet, consisting of the Valkyrie and several escort spaceships, departs from Fortress Number 1. Out of boredom, I pull up the screen in front of my seat. I tap it a few times, and the display is flooded with red warnings. Classified files, access denied. The security measures are second to none.
Warning. Warning. Unidentified battleship detected. The Valkyrie has been targeted.
What's happening? Trouble arrives sooner than I expected. A bright flash erupts outside the window. It's followed by a violent shudder that rocks the entire battleship. Is that Harlan's fleet?
Hold on tight. The escorts are following emergency protocols.
Zayne pushes me back into my seat almost by reflex and fastens my safety harness. Above his head, a panel with conduits crashes down. I grab his arm. Oh god. You should be careful too.
Thank you.
Yeah. Aw. The escort spaceships try to drop the fire, but Harlan's technique loses control. They ignore the escorts and focus all their firepower on the Valkyrie. As the battle rages, the auto-navigation system becomes unreliable. Zayne switches to manual control. The Valkyrie charges forward in an attempt to break through the encirclement. I bite my lip and glance at Zayne. His row is as forward as mine. If Zayne is working with Harlan, then what's happening?
The main power module has been damaged. Please land immediately.
The nearest landing site.
The view outside is strikingly familiar. Memories from long ago surface in my mind as Zayne and I speak in unison.
Planet Valkyrie.
This is the planet Zayne and I know very well, for the Imperial Military Academy was here previously. Without saying another word, Zayne pulls up the coordinates and initiates the warp. The violent aftershocks from the warp rock the battleship. An involuntary tremor runs through me and I clench my fist. Suddenly, I feel warmth on the back of my hand. I look down to see that Zayne is holding my hand. This might be the end. Do you have any last words for me?
I'm sorry.
Aww. The shield barrier stands down in front of us, but the massive infesting the shield doesn't look black. Oh, him saying I'm sorry. Oh, he admits it. Oh, man. That sucks, but... Valkyrie Military Academy hangar. As you have the new lights filtered through the air, today is the Crown Princess coming to the very ceremony, and the Military Academy has given everyone a day off. They're currently participating in the festivities. But the Crown Princess herself, me, is exhausted from the endless flattery and niceties, so I've slipped away. Is this another backstory? This is the only time the hangar is empty. I dug inside the ajar gate and rows of training spacecraft appear. My gaze lands on the brand new battleship that's docked at the far end of the road, Valkyrie. Named after the Empire's most prestigious military academy, she has to be state of the art. Let's do a test flight at least. I open the hatch, hop onto the pilot seat, and peel the protective film from the console. Then I pull out a fingerprint mold. I went through so much trouble to get this fingerprint from Zayne's sunglasses. It better work. Wow! I press the mold against the ignition panel and the authorization light flashes green. Static, I pat the pilot's seat. Any of Zayne's fingerprint will work. Oh!
Where are you running off to, Your Highness?
Just as I'm about to fire up the engines and fly off into the thrilling unknown, Zayne's voice cuts through the speakers. Zayne, my preceptor, subordinate, the bane of my existence, and the guardian of record listed on my academy register until today. Staring at me through the screen, he's standing before the battleship with his sunglasses on. How he figured out I was here is beyond me. My God, I said behind me, beyond me. Stealing myself, I jab the ship's comms button. I'm ready to project the unyielding authority for a mature crown princess. Move aside, otherwise I'll run you over. Zayne smiles.
Be my guest. But if you fail to silence me, I'm doubling tonight's lesson on tactical deployment.
You... I slumped back into the seat. Grand General, you're one of the Empire's priceless treasures. Would anyone dare to lay a hand on you? Not ready to admit defeat, I slammed the comms button again. I'm not going anywhere. I'm tired. Surely I could take a nap in here. Good afternoon. Dozing off, I close my eyes. A moment later, I feel someone sit down beside me.
Your breathing tells me you're pretending to be asleep.
Says who? You woke me up. What are you gonna do about it?
I can put you back to sleep if you'd like.
Damn. Okay. Why does that sound scary? Yeah. I was like, damn, that sounded like a threat. The fuck? Why does that sound scary? That won't be necessary. Take it. I'll take the glasses. A mischievous idea pops into my head. I pluck the sunglasses off him and... The light is too harsh. I'm borrowing these. I rest my head on his shoulder, but it's not enough. I pat his chest. What a nice pillow. I'm borrowing this too. I snuggle up against him, trying to find a warm, comfortable spot in his embrace.
Is there anything else? We might as well deal with them now.
A blanket would be nice. It's freezing in the Valkyrie. Maybe I can use your coat?
If you're keen on turning a battleship into your bedroom, I can always enroll you in the course for tactical simulation and field survival. You'll get to sleep in one for a month.
Stop twisting my words. I'm going to sleep now. Feeling Zayne move, I protest immediately. Surely the mighty Grand General wouldn't deny someone her sleep. Am I mistaken, my dearest preceptor?
If you want to sleep, do so properly. Stop squirming.
He holds me in his arms and I feel warmer. You're always stopping me from doing things. Why is this an exception?
I can't forbid someone from sleeping. And once you wake up, You'll be well rested. It's perfect for having a long night filled with lessons.
Maybe you shouldn't wake me up. My eyelids grow heavy. What started as a prank to annoy Zayne is giving way to genuine drowsiness. Zayne, I officially came of age today. I wish time could stop at this moment. Soon, I will return to the palace and become an empress that has a lot of power, and you have your own authority. When the day comes, can we still be like this? I feel Zayne holding me closer, but it might be a figment of my imagination.
No. When you ascend the throne, individuals whose power rivals yours will become your enemy. This also applies to those who are weaker than you. And it includes me. When that time comes, I won't only be stopping you from sneaking out to have fun. I will counter every decision you make.
I don't mind. I'm barely awake, but I refuse to concede defeat. I push the sunglasses up and look at him. I never needed anyone's permission to do what I want. Even before I drift off, I think I hear Zayne's soft, almost approving chuckle, and something warm is dropped over me. It's his coat. It's cold. I tighten my grip on the coat that's draped over me. But now, what I'm lying on feels hard and unforgiving. Shaking my head, I notice how something's not right. I open my eyes. With Zayne's coat covering me, I'm lying in one of the Valkyrie's plush sheets. Above me is the battleship's damaged hull. Memories of Holland's attack flood in my mind. Fully awake, I realized I was dreaming. Why was it about my coming-of-age summary? Many years have passed since then. I slowly stood up. Zayne is at the pilot's console and calibrating the battleship system. From the window, I can see night has fallen.
How are you feeling?
My shoulders are sore.
You don't have external wounds. However, you should drink something to replenish your energy.
I take the bottle from Zayne and return his coat to him. Seeing that I'm alright, Zayne turns back to the battleship system. His back is exposed to me. The sword he gave me is within his arm's reach. The truth is, after my coming-of-age ceremony, I've had countless opportunities to get rid of him with the most underhanded of means, but I never did. It's because of his victories on the battlefield. He's my most capable subordinate, and I take a sip of the drink. Also because of these acts of kindness have nothing to do with power.
The main power module reboot has failed.
We're stranded here for now, but the comms module wasn't badly damaged. It's already been repaired.
Zayne accesses the comms channel and connects to Imperial Central Command. A familiar voice comes through.
Your Majesty, are you alright?
I'm well. What's the current situation in the Empire? The Secretary quickly briefs me on what happened since our emergency landing. War has broken out at a terrifying speed, but the military launched a counterattack based on the contingency plans we left and kept losses to a minimum.
The readings show that Valkyrie's power module is severely damaged. Should we dispatch a fleet to retrieve you?
Anyone who wants to approach planet Valkyrie will have to navigate an active war zone. It's safer to remain here.
The planet was decommissioned during the defense reforms I spearheaded, but its basic defensive systems were never dismantled. It still retains some capacity for stealth and counterattacks. We'll issue commands from here. What I need to do is leak a report that Halland's ambush failed so we've safely returned to the capital. The Imperial Army will make Halland pay.
Understood, Your Majesty.
Oh god. As I speak, I watch Zayne's reaction. If he is truly colluding with Halland, then this will be the perfect opportunity to find out. Over the next few days, Zayne and I oh my god, how do you say these words? I struggle now. Methodically repair the battleship. We reactivate the Academy's decommissioned service bots and take a resident in the old dormitories. Sometimes when I wake up to the dorm's familiar ceiling, I feel slightly disoriented. It's as if I'm still the Crown Princess, studying at the Academy, and my relationship with Zayne has yet to become complicated. On planet Valkyrie, the days and nights are unnaturally long. The The atmosphere dome is still broken. It glitches out again as Zayne and I finish repairing the Valkyrie's hull. We sit on top of the starship and idly watch a star sink towards the horizon. Time seems to leisurely pass, and our breathing slows with it. I nudge Zayne's knee with mine. Before the Valkyrie went down, you said you were sorry. What were you talking about?
It was nonsense. Don't think too much about it.
I don't believe you. Zayne put away his toolbox. His gaze follows the star where the Academy forests lie in the distance.
That tree in the palace. The one that has yet to bloom. You transplanted it from the Academy, yes?
I did, but who knew it would stop blossoming once it moved? Why do you think it's so stubborn? I turn Zayne's face towards me, and what I've tried to imply is clear as... oh god. What was it? As clear as I enunciate every word. Should I resort to something more extreme? I could cut off its favorite sweet water supply, or could I mess with its lush leaves? Zayne's eyes twinkled in amusement, and I'm taken aback. I haven't seen a smile like that in a long time.
Your expression tells me that you can't believe I'm capable of smiling.
You should smile more, Zayne. I haven't seen enough.
The novelty will inevitably wear off.
I doubt it. No matter what happens, I always want to see you smile more. A nice little moment. More time passes, the star sinks below the horizon and rises once more. One morning, an escort starship landed on planet Valkyrie. After clearing out the ambushers, Zayne's personal guards arrive to assist us. They bring with them the tidings of war. The tactical classroom is converted into a command center where daily strategy meetings are held. The situation becomes clearer. Fortress Number 1 has played a critical role in this war. Soon, we'll be leaving planet Valkyrie. But I haven't forgotten Major Wise's accusation against Zayne. Under the guise of repairing the battleship, I've been searching for clues for remote assistance from my secretary these past few days.
Highest clearance level has been granted.
Ooh. I press the key and the erased classified data is restored. Whether or not Zayne colluded with Harlan will soon be revealed. Alright. A stream of data floods through the screen. 3 automatically logged flight paths appear before me. Zayne met with Harlan at the border more than once. I can't believe he could tolerate making deals with such a man. There's also a heavily encrypted attachment. The password is... I tentatively type in a string of numbers. It's my birthday, the day when I'd be a little older. I don't know whether to feel bitter or glad. The decrypted file reveals an agreement. There are only a few clauses, but they spell out every step of Stein's rebellion in great detail. Zayne would instruct Major Wise, who was stationed at the border, to secretly help Harlan usurp power, seize the Stein Galaxy, and declare secession. Once Wise defective, Zayne would step in to suppress the rebellion, which gave him a legitimate reason to take command of Fortress Number 1 and weaken the Empress's authority. When Zayne recalled the unrest caused by the Civil War in the Empire and seized power for himself. Okay, so that's what it is. He's probably been he probably wanted to be like the new emperor because he's been helping us like throughout his entire life. And now that he's, getting power for himself, he's kind of doing deals on the side. But, okay. The final line of the agreement states that the Empress would be handed over to Zayne. He'd take her life to ensure she could never oppose him again. Wow. The star is falling, and I hear a distant rumbling. Only when I close my eyes can I hear it clearly. So, you've been plotting against me this whole time. Assuming this is true, then I can no longer need to waver about standing against Zayne. Wow, okay. Begin immediate preparations for a military tribunal against Zayne.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Everything will be set in motion once we leave planet Valkyrie and return to the Empire.
What are you doing?
Oh! I hear a voice behind me. My hand jerks as I switch screens and disconnect the comms channel. Oh no, we're gonna have the confrontation. Zayne walks in. I avert my gaze. Not wanting to look at him, I responded half-heartedly. I'm looking around, killing time. Is the Council of War over? Zayne nods and takes the pilot seat. It's only then that I realize I switched the screen to a combat simulation.
Were you waiting for me?
Wisely, I sit down, press start, and choose the defending side as usual. The simulation begins. Zayne's primary target is the strategic fortress. The fortress defense is sluggish. It falls to Zayne in moments. I'll let you have it.
That's a new excuse.
I flawlessly counter Zayne's subsequent attacks and let him believe I made a careless mistake. Patiently, I set up a trap that spans the entire board. Finally.
I suppose I lost.
Yes, it's about time you did. I stand up. A resolve that doesn't falter is needed to defeat Zayne. He once told me that for the sake of victory, one must sometimes sacrifice what matters the most. At long last, I've made up my mind. I'm determined to turn the tide of this war. This means I'm determined. Oh, I can't say that. That's fucked. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you serious? I'm determined to. Oh god. Damn. The war between the Empire and the Stein Galaxy intensified. With Zayne leading the military, Harlan's forces crumbled. We receive a report from the front lines. Harlan has been captured alive and is being held in a border prison. Despite the trouble he caused, Zayne and I have a strange, unspoken agreement to never mention his name again. 2 days later, the Valkyrie's repairs are complete. We set a course to return to the Empire. As we head back, I close my eyes and pretend to sleep, but my mind races. Zayne is always cautious. To ensure I deal a decisive strike, I need more evidence. Why is his testimony the recovered data from the battleship and Harlan? Nothing would carry more weight than a confession from the leader of the Stein Galaxy. I can't afford to keep delaying things. I must see him in person. Gauging our distance to the border prison, I pull up the navigation system and change our destination.
You've changed our course?
I'm willing to interrogate Harlan.
You can leave that to your subordinates. Our current priority is to return to the Empire so all the factions can see you're safe and sound.
I let out a cold laugh, and my voice drips with sarcasm. You don't want me to go? Are you afraid of what Harlan might tell me about you? Suddenly changing our course was a calculated move to catch Zayne off guard. And Zayne, a master in handling emergencies, is now uncharacteristically silent.
You
should address me as Your Majesty. Oh, tension! Oh shit! After the Valkyrie lands at the border prison, I activate the battleship's internal comms and summon Zayne's personal guards. Secure the Valkyrie. Unless I give the order, Zayne cannot leave the battleship. No one is allowed to approach him. The guards freeze and look at Zayne, the Grand General they've always served. You didn't hear me? The air grows so cold that it feels solid, and a moment passes before the guards slowly surround Zayne. If you fail, you shall share the burden of his guilt. Unlike Zayne again, he shows neither anger nor panic. He doesn't even ask what crime I intend to charge him with. But my decision never required his approval. Okay, I guess we're just seeing Harlan is brought in and there isn't a scratch on him. I suspect he surrendered to the Imperial soldiers with little to no resistance. You're a smart man, so I only ask this once. The smuggling of weapons between you and Zayne. With someone like him, honestly won't get you anywhere. I put extra stress on arms smuggling and watches Harlan's reaction closely. Did you approach Zayne first, or did Zayne contact you?
How did you find out? He came to me, of course. Your Majesty's rewards weren't enough for him, so he decided to fill his own pockets.
I see. So you have no idea what the agreement was about. I deliberately substituted the coup with smuggling and he didn't even notice.
Does it matter? Isn't it better to let a misunderstanding work in your favor? Your Majesty, you can order me to testify against Zayne. I am here to serve. I promise you won't regret it.
He's trying his best to persuade me, but I don't hear a word he's saying. If Harlan knew nothing about our agreement, then where did the hidden document I found come from? Trembling like a leaf, why is his cowering on the floor before me? There's not a single trace of the major he was once.
The Grand General's treason. I don't know anything.
This is your own confession. Did you claim to know nothing? I don't have all day to play games with you, or would you rather have a little chat with Zayne?
Wait! I'll talk!
Mentioning Zayne's name is enough to make him deflate like a puncher's sack of flour. He tells me everything. Everyone knew that Fortress Number 1 was impregnable. No one could even ever conquer it, and Weiss believed that too. So he postponed routine inspections and cut corner security on patrols. When he realized his negligence had created a fatal vulnerability in their defenses, Stein's forces had already broken through. In a panic, Weiss chose to defect to the Stein Galaxies to save himself.
But in the end, the Grand General captured me and brought me back.
And the confession?
I didn't do it willingly, Your Majesty. On that day, visiting hours were over when someone approached my cell.
I tried to keep my breathing steady.
It was the Grand General. He forced me to accuse him of treason.
Oh, what the okay, what is happening? Like...
You can start preparing your statement now.
Grand General, you're joking, yes?
So I shards pinned Weiss's prison uniform in place.
I understand. You were my accomplice in betraying the Empire.
Does he want to make himself look like he's betraying the Empire?
Are you playing make-believe?
Zayne gambled with the Imperial defenses. He ordered me to lose so Stein's forces could invade.
That's not heinous enough.
Wow.
He promised he'd let me go, but he went back on his word and arrested me. Then he tortured me.
Continue.
Zayne also said that the Empress is unfit to rule the Empire. He'd inevitably kill her.
Excellent.
Grand General, if this confession falls into the Empress's hands, she could use it to get rid of you. The Empress controls the court, and the nobles who support you will flock to her side. Her authority will be absolute.
He's like, are you really wanting to do this?
An empress with absolute power. Is there anything wrong with that?
Wow. My heart is pounding. I don't even remember how I made it out of that border prison. The young empress needed a political appointment, a rival to keep her in check. If it wasn't Zayne, then it would be one of the nobles who were watching her like a hawk. Zayne was the person who she knew and trusted the most. With him, she could sit securely on her throne. In time, the Empress began to demonstrate her ambition and talent. If Zayne remained, a civil war might break out. So there's only one solution. Once the giant was brought down, the Empress could rule over a unified empire. For a moment, I remember the combat simulation aboard the Valkyrie. Did I actually defeat Zayne?
Your Majesty, an urgent military report has arrived.
The secretary hurries towards me and I grab her arm. Immediately cancel the military tribunal for Zayne.
Your Majesty, it's too late. The military has already announced charges of treason against the Grand General to the public. The entire Empire knows the Grand General has betrayed the Empire. And you.
The evidence the military received, it could only be provided by Zayne himself. He is using himself as bait here. To, like, but why? I'm trying to figure out why. Yeah, he sacrifices his own reputation to give me the one gift I always want. Wait, no, don't tell me that he's ruining his entire ass life just so we can finally get the victory that we've been wanting on him this whole time. That's crazy to do that. To give up your entire life, it's just everything, just so we can get the victory. That's crazy. That's so... The anger and frustration I've suppressed for so long burst like water surging through a broken dam. I start running to the battleship. As soon as I'm through the hatch, I see the guards assigned to Zayne. They are nothing more than moving pillars of ice. I take a few steps and the hatch closes behind me. The battleship engine falls to life. I don't care where it's going. I only want to find Zayne and demand an answer. That's so... Yeah, I would be mad too because, like... She's been like trusting him this whole time, and then afterwards they had a complicated
returning to alot.
Complicated history. He did this just so... Oh my god, look how good he looks though. Oh, his face. I mean, he knew this was
You're
gonna
here.
happen. Damn. Are you eager to face judgment? Allow me to be your judge then. Oh wow, the fact that you just say it like that.
This spaceship will return to its home planet. But we can never go back to what we were.
Yeah, oh my god, you see that? Bro, you see them together? Oh my god, they look so good together. Oh! Oh my... oh my god, this is gonna be my new wallpaper right here. Probably, maybe, I don't know. Damn, it looks so fucking good. Look at it. And look how mashed that girl looks. Oh my god. Oh, it's tiny. Look at his face. He looks so sad. Like,
I gave you that sword, and you wield it well.
Damn, this is a beautiful scene. Look how he
I've
looks.
told you before, you must never show mercy to traitors.
Oh! Wow! Holy shit! Oh, we heard him. You knew this whole time. I feel so bad that this is happening this way. Power can send you, and it can't tell me to hurt you. Oh, his face. Can you see this man's face? Like, holy shit. Oh my god, do you see this man's face? Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Oh, it's... Yo, the way he kisses! Oh my... Oh my god. Did you see? Oh my god, did you see you saw her lip? You saw that lip?
Your Majesty, this is the price of mercy.
Oh my god. Oh, this looks so fucking good. Oh my god, did you see it? You saw her lip, he bit her lip. And the nose kiss.
Yes.
The nose kisses everything.
The very betrayal I've committed. Consider it my final lesson.
That's so messed up, Zayne.
Congratulations, you've matured. My Empress.
Oh my god, him saying that. Oh my god. But what's gonna happen to him now? The news of Zayne's treason spread throughout the Empire overnight. The public's fury overwhelmed reason, and the ensuing outrage, military authority has smoothly transferred into my hands. I officially began my reign without the delicate balance of power Zayne had created. The Empire ran with exceptional efficiency, and the legions who once tried to bargain with me could only bow their heads in submission. But Zayne's fate remained a thorn in my side. My position prevented me from publicly exonerating Zayne. It appeared as though I was acting on personal feelings, and it would destabilize the political situation I secured. If my tactic approved, two groups appeared before me. Noting the political situation, one faction did everything in their power to slander Zayne, diminish his accomplishment, and exaggerate his ambitions. The other argued fiercely on Zayne's behalf and begged me to restore his status and honor. After a heated public debate, I gave my verdict. Zayne would be confined to his home planet. He was forbidden from taking a single step. What? What? Huh? After a long day of tedious imperial affairs, I deftly opened a window and boarded my private vessel when no one was watching. I used a familiar route to reach Zayne's home planet. It's late, but Zayne is still awake. He's living a life of leisure now. He spends his days reading, eating desserts, and making ice sculptures. He even found the time to write 142 treatises on military strategy. Okay, so at least he's doing okay. I was worried, like he was gonna be gone, and I don't want him to be gone. Like, when I find him, he's resting in a lounge chair. A neat row of small ice sculptures rest at his feet. Aww. I know you're not asleep. Stop pretending.
And what's your excuse for neglecting your duties this time, Your Majesty?
The tree in the palace has bloomed, you lazy man. Aww, this is what. I gently took a flower into his late bowl. I picked this up from under the tree. If you want to see what it looks like when it's in full bloom, you should return to the palace soon.
So you're visiting because of the flower?
I'm here for you, of course. With a huff, I give him a new verdict. Within 2 years, I'll find a way to revoke my previous sentence and restore your honor. And when I do, you'll be in charge of running the military academy. Instead of getting up, Zayne only settles deeper into his lounge chair. His smile never leaves his face. Did you hear me? 2 years is too long as it is. Stop grinning.
But I recall you saying you wanted me to smile more.
I need not to tease him, but he pulls me
I
into
only
his
have
arms.
2 years of peace and quiet left. I should make the most of it and rest while I can.
Nestled in his embrace, I look at the stars and remember the first time I met Zayne. That night was exactly like this. Back then, it took me a significant amount of effort to track Zayne down. I flew my spaceship alone across half the galaxy and landed here.
Could it even be called a landing? Based on what I remember, it was more like a crash. When you saw me, your first words weren't a request for help. You demanded me to be your advisor and help you claim the throne.
He refused and handed me an acceptance letter to the military academy. It was a test. And now I've approached him again for the same reason. I want him to rule the empire with me. I hold out my hand. What will you give me this time? Zayne places his palm over mine. Just you?
Myself.
Yeah! Yes, I did! Oh! I smile and take his hand. Oh! Anger once clouded their judgment, and power once consumed their reason. On the path to reach the pinnacle of power, the Empress raised her sword only to gently lay it down. The Grand General, who was a single step away from the throne, turned and left. Two hearts that once burned for power soon tremble for love. Expert from the rise and the fall of the Cosmic Empire. Also, this is how it ends. Okay. So it worked out in the end, even with the whole tension or thing that was happening. Huh. Wait. What the fuck is this? Oh, was it for the other thing? Oh, and it says to execute. Wait, oh. There's two. I think this is when you said you had to execute them, right? That was the... Oh, we're gonna have to go back then to see the... Okay, I guess we have to go back to this part then. We're gonna do that. Alright, so now I guess we have to execute everyone. I'm tired. Because I guess we just get rid of the whole... Just everybody to just not deal with it. So I guess this has to lead to a bad ending then. I think that's what it is. How many times have I been caught in this vortex of power? I've lost count. The ceaseless political machinations are enough to bring down a mighty empire and erode an emperor's ambitions. The insatiable greed of these people before me once again fills me with a weariness that has settled deep into my bones. I'm tired, Master. I'm going to rest now. I haven't rushed him as such in a long time. Zayne was taken aback, reminded of my days when he was my preceptor.
You've already made your choice. Is that right?
These might be the last words we ever say to each other. I don't answer him. I turn and walk out of the hall. What? I don't like that. I don't like this. I don't like I don't like this. The last person who's dragged out is the comp scribe, shuddering in fear but still dutifully taking notes to give her a reminder. Nothing happened. Okay, what the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened? In the cosmic year 649, the Empress set a trap during a meeting and executed her political enemies. Only the Grand General managed to fight his way out. In the following year, the Empress and the Grand General sent envoys to negotiate. An attempt for peace fell through after 2 hours, and the Empire was thrown into a civil war? It said the cosmic meeting in the year 649 was the last time Empress Kimiko and Grand General Zayne ever met face to face. Whether or not the Empress took back to the Grand General as she departed is a detail lost to history. But that hasn't stopped generations from retelling the story. He was once her preceptor before becoming her ally. For 6 months they were a monarch and subordinate, then mortal enemies for the rest of their... What the fuck is They had once driven to avoid war, yet they were driven to the worst possible fate. Their names are forever stained in the annals of history. To this day, their supporters still argue over who's responsible. Was it the threat posed by the Grand General that deprived the Empress of her chance to be a benevolent ruler, or was it the Empress' suspicion that forced the Grand General to rebel? When faced with a greater prize, is love always the first to be sacrificed? Is a question no one can answer. What we can say for certain, however, is that on such a morning, to say nothing happened would be nothing short of lying. Ew, that gave me chills of how scary that was. Oh my god. Oh my god, that gave me chills of how like scary that felt. So damn, the way that just started like that, the fact of just, oh yeah, the whole screaming and terror and the whole weird music that was going around, and like, oh yeah, everyone died except Zayne. And then after this moment, her and Zayne were just enemies after that. Because there was nothing they couldn't get out of that. They said they kind of tried to find negotiations or something, but then that didn't work out. And then it's just that's scary. For you to be like, nothing happened today, and then try to leave it as that, that's so bad. That felt bad. Ew, that was not even, oh my god, I hated that. Give me my first ending back. I want my first ending to see Zayne be with me again. Oh my god. Let's talk about, okay, outside of that one now, that was pretty horrific actually. That ending was so bad. Let's talk about the original true ending. So the true ending with Zayne, I think it's really interesting that this whole time they've been talking about, they look like they've been having so much tension again outside of like being political like rivals, mentor and student type stuff, and the fact that they are obviously into each other, but they don't really say it outright, but they really showed it, like flirtation, especially with the ballroom dancing. Zayne was literally like, nah, we're not gonna have you dance with no one. And then even when she tried to like play it around and be like, oh, why can't I get with this guy? And he's like, why can't you just choose me? Like, I'm here. And then it just turned into a whole ass passion night, and I'm like, I'm so into that. Those 2 lines, tonight I'm the only one you need. That was so good. That was so fucking good, Zayne. I love you so much. The Kindle was so good too. Oh, just seeing them, like her, and obviously she's so mad because, you know, she was over here being like, oh well, I'm finding out all this information that he's, you know, betraying me and all this and that, and then to find out afterwards that he planted this for himself to get in trouble. And for me, the way I see it is the reason why he did this is because she's always been saying that her main goal was to beat him. And I guess Zayne felt like the only way she was able to beat him is if he's just gone, right? Like he was willing to sacrifice his reputation, his own life, for her to finally get her victory against him. And she was mad about that. And I really find it interesting he still decided to take this, like, this is my final lesson to you as you are my student, essentially. And then him saying that which were my empress, and then they go straight to kissing. Their kissing was so good. I love Zayne the way he is. He looked so sad when he was holding her when she, like, for the first part, and then afterwards his face card is dead. Look at him. Look at how good he looks in that fucking side profile. I need to take another picture of just that side profile alone. Oh my god, this man. But yeah, his kissing, everything is so good. I love it. This was really good. Like I said, overall, it's not my top favorite. This was overall a good story. Like I said, him, the way he is in this is really interesting. Like I said, it's a kind of interesting dynamic between them two, the way they did it in this story. Like it's like a mentor student, like teacher student thing ish, plus rivals ish, plus relationship. It's like a bunch of things, and it's kind of like, I feel like it's kind of a lot too much. We got a few flashbacks here and there and stuff. I don't know. I feel like it was so much, but at the same time it was kind of good too. I don't know if that makes any sense. Overall, I still enjoyed it. I thought it was still good. That second ending, horrific. I don't want to deal with that again. But the true ending, really, really good. I'm glad that, you know, after finding out everything, you know, obviously they still had to go with the charges because at that point it was too late. But at least I thought they were just gonna like off him. But they didn't do that. I'm glad that they just kind of like, oh, you're just banished to your planet and then you're just there and that's it. And the fact that she came to him, it was like, oh, you know, the tree finally blossomed, which I think is so interesting that they're bringing that back again. How with for Sears Myth, the flowers never blossom, and then in this one, the tree never blossoms, and then they finally blossoms after everything, and I'm like, oh, we finally get it. And like I feel like hopefulness is happening, and the fact that she was like, I'm gonna try within the next few years to finally get your status and honor back, and then I want you back by my side again. And he said he would be willing to give himself for her. Like, this was good. I really enjoyed it. Oh my god. This was a very interesting card, and I can't wait to see how the rest of the cards are, if they're going to be compared to this. Because now I have to look forward to 2 endings, one good, one bad, and I can't wait to see how the rest of the cards are overall. And it's just, I'm really excited. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'm reaction to Zayne's Aeon's Canon. Or Canon. What do you guys think of Zayne's story? Did you guys enjoy the story? Did you like his true ending? What did you think of the second bad ending? Because I thought that was quite horrific of how it happened. But yeah, what did you think of his ending? What do you think of the whole story overall? The Kingdom? What is your favorite part? Like I said, I didn't even care the fact that we even stepped on. I remember being so excited that we got to step on Zayne, but I was so like into the story that I was like, damn, the fact, like, just seeing how he was and how he decided to do this for her. Like, even after everything here, he still did so much for her. Like getting her the sword with the jasmine petals, because that's still a fucking thing for them. And he's like, that's her favorite flower. Oh, like everything. There's so many ties, and I just love it so much. Okay, I'm going to rambling about this, how much stuff I like about this card, but I love Zayne in general, so yeah. But that's pretty much it. So like I said, let me know if you guys enjoyed his card, his story, and my reaction to his story. And that's pretty much it. We get to see more Zayne content in the year 2026. Yay! And thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye!